Now, if you take a look on the screen here, and if we go to Rebar and a concrete right there, and double click on Rebar here, and if you come to grade and Rebars here and select this radio button, and we go to grade H, we have 2.5, we have 5 millimeter, we have 6 millimeter, we have 7, we have 8, we have 9, we have 10, and probably you want to add 11. And let's try and do that. How can we update our Rebar database? So we'll close that, and to do that, it's very simple. We'll come to file here and come to open model folder. Open model folder, just another way of accessing our way to drive C. So we'll go to drive C here, and let me first of all enable view and enable all hidden items, because we want to access program data. So we'll go straight to program data there and open that folder, then move all the way to Tekla structure at the bottom here, and double click on Tekla structures. So the moment you open Tekla structures, you'll bump into the versions that exist, that were installed in your system. So I'll double click on the 2017 right there, then come to environment, double click, and go straight to the environment you're using currently, and double click on the UK. I'm using the UK environment, and I'll come to profile. I'll double click on the profile and scroll down to Rebar database. So I'll pick the first one, Rebar database. I'll double click on it. So this will open up, and you'll be able to see we have the grade H and the sizes of the rebars. We have 6, we have 6, we have 8, we have 10, 11, 12, all the way to the bottom end. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to update this. We are going to add a different size of a rebar and see if it can reflect on our database. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick or change, because on our dialog box we have 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. 11, I just added 11, and we have 12. We can add 15. This is just for a demonstration. Let me just add 15 here. So I'll select, I'll place my cursor just below 12 and enter. So I want to add 13 here, or 14. So I'll select the first one. I'll select the first one, right click and come to copy and select on this bottom end and paste it here. So I'll get rid of that space by typing enter. So since we have two 12 millimeter in dia size rebar, so I'm going to add 13 there. Let me add 13. So in 13, if I come to nominal diameter, I'll just still maintain it at 13. Then if I move forward here, I'll feed in here. I'll leave it actual diameter. I'll leave it still at 14. Then here I'll give it minimum bend radius. I'll give it 26. And if you have the calculated weights, you can enter the calculated weights there, and the area you can feed in there. So we've changed the main bar here, so we'll go straight to stirrups or the ties. So under between 12 and 16, we go between 12 and 16 here, and I'll select at the bottom end there of 12 and enter, so that I get a space in between the 12 and 16 dias of steel bar. So I'm going to select 12 and paste it in between 12 and 16 dia, and right click and paste it here. So once I've pasted it there, I'll get rid of that space and come here and change that to 13, and come to a nominal dia and change that to 13 also, and actual diameter I'll retain at that, and the bend radius I'll change that to 26. Change that to 26. 26. 26. Fit 26 there. So once you've changed that, let me just shift this to where it should be. Once you've done that and it's correct, we go ahead and close that and save. We've saved or we've updated our Rebar database. And sometimes for that to reflect on your database, you need to restart. You need to restart your Tekla structures. So what you are going to do, you are going to either try and check whether it will be available. If it doesn't appear, you restart your Tekla structures. So let's close this and let us redraw that. Then if we come to concrete here and double click on the rebar here and come to grades here and click on that, we'll try to check whether we have that already updated under grade H. It should be there, and that's how it should be changed. So what we're going to do, we are going to exit from Tekla structures, and click save. There we are, and let's minimize this. And let's now try and check whether it will reflect on our database. So I'll come to concrete and double click on the rebar there and come to grades there. So you can see it has reflected, and that is 13 main bar and ties, and on top here also it has reflected, and if you go down on it has reflected both main bars. It has reflected on both main bar and steel up, and that's how you can update your rebar database. Thanks a lot, and let's meet on the next subtopic.